4 months. Today I wanted to talk to you something I've talked to you a lot about in the past. I haven't mentioned it in a while. Some of my affiliates are doing it, most are still aren't, and that's having someone in charge of your marketing. I'm often told, "Oh, I don't have the money to pay somebody." Well, I'm going to tell you how yes you do, because they get paid pretty much exactly what they bring in for you. Basically, our marketer, and it was my wife for the longest time, and then we hired somebody else to do that job, and it worked out great because there's only so many hours in the day. What most of us are really good at is teaching classes. And we end up having to teach classes and clean the place and clean the bathrooms and talk to people and do our social media and answer phone calls and answer emails. That's just stretching ourselves too thin. That wears us all out. And I wasn't good at selling. I would give away the house. My wife eventually told me to quit talking to people that she was trying to sign up because I was always giving them deals. That wasn't my thing. I wasn't the salesman. You need to find somebody who is the salesman. Now, what they're going to do for you is answer the phones. You get them a cell phone that any call that comes to your gym goes right to them. Let's see, they answer the cell phones, they answer emails, they take care of your Facebook and your social media. Their whole job is to get people in the door for an intro. That's their job description. Get people in for an intro. They'll be there that evening of the intros. They'll talk to them, take them the tour, introduce them to who's going to be their instructor. They'll do their intro, they'll do the class, and then at the end they're going to talk to them and show them what it costs to sign up and show them the schedule and show them everything that we do. They're also going to give them a call a day or two before the intro, making sure that they know how to get there, how long they're going to be there, what to wear, and all that good stuff. So they stay on them pretty good. They make sure they get in the door, they make them feel comfortable, they talk to them afterwards. They're the ones that, again, get people in for your intro. That's their whole job, and you don't have to do it because you've got somebody else doing it. Now, my intro person, I pay them a very basic fee, maybe $200 a month, I don't know, maybe somewhere around there. But how they made their money, every intro they brought in the door, they got $10. And we charge $19 for an intro, so they paid for themselves. Everyone they sign up, they get $50. And our initiation fee was $59, so again, they paid for themselves. My marketing person, one month I remember paying them close to $3,000. You know what? I wanted to pay them that much every month, because that means they brought a lot of people in the door. So I let them pretty much have a free rein on the advertisement. I gave them a budget, gave them $300 or $400 a month, and told them, hey, here, it's yours. Now, I had made a lot of mistakes with the advertising stuff, so I worked with my marketing person for a while with that. But after a while, I don't need to be so hands-on. I don't need them to feel like I'm looking over their shoulder. If they're bringing people in the door, boom, hey, there's your advertising budget, run with it. As I had 3 locations, that marketing person had to be, sign up intros for all 3 of them. They had to be at that intro class. I think it was Mondays at one gym, Tuesdays at another gym, Wednesdays at another gym, and then Saturday morning they kind of split it. But it's imperative. Now, what you want to do is find somebody who's outgoing, who's looking for a little part-time job, and you tell them it's a temporary thing, a month or two. If they're doing a really good job at the end of a month or two, let's make it permanent. If they're not doing a really good job at the end of the month or two, well, cool, you're not hurting anybody's feelings. You told them it was only for a month or two. So again, somebody to bring people in the door. It's up to them to advertise. It's up to them to do the social media. It's up to them to set up seminars. It's up to them to set up demonstrations. I mean, they can certainly go to different businesses. And, we went to health fairs. That was up to that marketing person to set up all that stuff. Every bit of it. Again, they pay for themselves. You can certainly work with them on a base pay, but don't make it too much. I don't want them to be comfortable with that base pay. I wanted them to go out and get people in the door. $10 per intro, $50 per sign up, and again, that can start adding up. We were signing an average of 48 adults a month between our 3 locations there for a good year and a half. If you have any questions about that, certainly get a hold of us. When you find the person, they can certainly call me. My wife will sit and talk with them and tell them everything she used to do. I mean, she used to weekly post in Craigslist and things like that. She'll absolutely give them the rundown on the stuff that they should be doing to get people in the door. And then, of course, let them have some input on your website. Your website really only has one job, to get people in for intros. Your Facebook only has one job, to get people in for intros. A lot of us put a lot of stuff in there that doesn't need to be there, and we almost hide the fact that it's to get people in for intros. But that's your marketing person's job, that's your social media That's the whole job of the reason to do all that. That's your website's only job. Get people in for the intros. Then when they see how awesome your classes are, afterwards they talk and they join. It's that simple. Again, any questions on this at all, hit me up. Pretty cool that this position pays for itself and it frees you up to do what you do best, teach classes. Talk to you next month, affiliates.